Alright, this is a bottle of Sous honey, and as you can see, it had about 2, maybe 3 inches at the bottom of the thing of pure honey. And I have mixed in with the honey yeast, and I put in some barley, and I also chopped up an orange and put inside of it to give it some protein, and simply filled it up with water and closed it. Okay? Alright. Yeast, honey, water, a little bit, as you can see there, of barley. Look real close and you can see the motion. Look here. You can see the motion going up and down. And look at the top. It's already filled with bubbles. And if you open this lid, listen, maybe you can hear it. There's pressure in there. The gases from the yeast are creating a pressure already. See that movement in there? Those little yeast guys are alive. Okay, now we're looking at this bottle 12 hours later. Look at how much of the honey has been consumed by the yeast already. Look, it's down just a fraction of the bottom. Look at that. This yeast has just gone crazy, and of course, one of the fascinating things is it's still alive. There's still movement going on in there. There's a lot of pressure. If you can look at the top here. And this is just after 12 hours. Watch this. Here we go. I'm going to just... Whoa, look at that. And the odor, just absolutely delicious. This is after 12 hours. Okay, now we're looking at the third day. And you can see it's starting to clarify just a little bit. Now the barley at the bottom has kind of, looks like it's been thoroughly softened. And then as you get at the top, actually, you can make out the oranges that are in there. Now this bottle is very, very tight and pressurized. And so when I open this to release some of the pressure, you'll immediately see a change. Watch this. I have to be careful about it, but watch this. So much pressure's in there, and immediately when you release the pressure, it foams up. And then look at this. Suddenly all kinds of motion starts going in there, and look, you can see at the bottom. Look at that. Can you? All kinds of activity going on. So it gets so much pressure that it seems to stop the activity. When you release the pressure, then you start seeing stuff going on again. Fifth day. And oh, look at the bottom. The honey is all eaten up. It's eaten all the honey. Now, we're going to do this experiment again. We're going to open it up and watch what happens here when I let the pressure out just a little bit. Now look, I'm not getting nearly as much pressure. See there? It tells me that maybe it's almost done, because you're not seeing a whole lot of activity there. Okay, now we're looking at 6 days, and look at this. Again, the honey's all gone. Some of the grains have cracked open. I don't know if you can see those or not. The liquid has begun to clarify even more. Now the oranges at the top have added flavor to it, I'm sure, But they're still there. Now my understanding, the longer you leave them, they will eventually simply disappear altogether. But the yeast has stopped working pretty much. You can tell, you don't see a lot of new bubbles, a lot of new activity. There's some, you can see some bubbles in the very bottom. See right in here? I don't know if you can make that out. Those are actually bubbles of gas. Now, see, a yeast is a one-cell creature, but when it eats sugar, it releases two objects, gas of alcohol and carbon dioxide. And the alcohol, of course, impregnates itself in with the water. The carbon dioxide is what the bubbles are when it foams up. Looking good. It smells delicious. Wow. Okay, this is a larger scale type deal. Look here. You'll see the larger jug. This has got a relief valve in it. You'll see how much pressure is coming up, because you can see pressure bulging up here a little bit with this. See, and I've let the release pressure go right here so we can actually see how much gas is coming off of this. Now if I turn this valve, what's this? I'm going to turn this, and what's this? It's bubbling, and how much excess gas is being produced, and it smells just like bread. Yeast, water, and this has got honey in it, and it's just cooking away, those little yeasties there. It's amazing how much energy comes out as a result of that combination.